Hi guys, I'm Sims Babe. I hope you're doing well and I hope you're having a great day, week, month and welcome back to Not So Berry. If you are new, then completely welcome to Not So Berry. We are on Gen 2, Rose Gen, playing with my sim, Carmen Berry, and our founder is the one and only Mother Mint Berry. So it's been a while since we've been back in Not So Berry, literally since January for you guys, and for me that's been since December, so it's been a while. But we do have some updates and I will run down the story really quickly so you get a quick reminder. So in the last episode we ended with Carmen becoming president and moving out to Brindleton Bay. She moved into a lovely, really nice big home, but the one problem with that home was it ended up the Sims could not enter the front door, use the stairs in the front yard. Like, the house was not functional, which really sucked because I really liked the layout and I really liked how it was like a split level home. And I really liked the little balcony that Carmen had on her bedroom, and I just loved the shape of her bedroom, and I was really sad that that house didn't work out, but that's okay. We've moved her into a new house and it's so nice. In terms of rules for Rose Gen, if you don't know what the Not So Berry challenge is and this is your first time, I do recommend you go back to Gen 1 and watch from the start, but if you don't want to do that, I get that. This is also, I'd say, a good place to go forward from if you are new, because I haven't played with this save in about 10 months myself, and I'm gonna talk a bit about what's been going on with the channel again at the end of the video in a bit more detail, because I feel I haven't really explained it very well in the last episode because I just really wanted to get a video out. So I'm gonna explain a bit more in detail at the end of the video, but I don't want to take too much time in the beginning. So for Gen 2 of Not So Berry, the description is: you had everything you desired as a child, but you were always longing for more. As an adult, you have a hard time committing to relationships as you're so focused on your career. If we had a workaholic trait in The Sims 4, you would have it. You absolutely have no maternal instincts whatsoever, but you still love your child with all your heart. The aspiration for this gen is serial romantic. The traits are romantic, snob, and hot-headed, and the career is politician. And lastly, the rules are: have only one child, master the politician career, and complete serial romantic aspiration, master the charisma skill, leave someone at the altar, and get married for the first time as an elder. So in the last episode, Carmen did get promoted and we have completed the politician career. We have almost completed the serial romantic aspiration. We just need to earn gold on 3 dates and have one child as an elder. Have one child and then get married as an elder, and that is it. We are done with Rose Gen after that. So Carmen currently lives on this really beautiful lot built by Pixelglam, and I will leave a link to it in the description as always. Oh, sorry, but she lives on the little townhouse that has a little red car in the front, and then the sim that's down there is her next door neighbor. If you have watched Mint Gen all the way back to when Mint and Kyle went to Solani, then she should look familiar as a little Easter egg, and if you've watched my latest Pacifico episode, she will also look a little bit familiar as well. But this little townhome here on the end is Carmen's, and I'm about to give you a quick tour of that because I don't want the intro to be too long, and I'll explain why Carmen has downgraded into this little coastal townhome. So coming through here, we literally just have an entryway. There's not really any deco in the entryway because it's a small area. I don't really know how to decorate it. I think I'm gonna get some pictures of Carmen and maybe some family photos and put them on the wall here, but for now this is just a small entryway and stairway. And then coming in here, we have a really nice living room area. I tried to stay somewhat on theme to Carmen's house that she did move into. I really love this. I really love this home for Carmen. It just feels like it's got enough space for her and that's it, and I love that for her. Like, I just feel like she wouldn't really want a house. Like, she loves luxury, don't get me wrong, but I don't think she'd want a house with like 5 bedrooms that she's not going to be using, because why spend that money on 5 bedrooms when she could spend that money on 5 handbags? So that's the type of vibe Carmen is giving. Next we have this really pretty like little balcony area, and I loved this. I decided to put her dining table out there and just a little patio heater. Interruption, I am so sorry about the way I pronounced patio heater. I let my accent slip through a bit, and I am not from a posh area of the UK, okay? Please can we just ignore that little accent slip up? Okay, patio heater, that's what I said. You guys just heard me wrong. This is the kitchen. It was already here. It was like this when Carmen moved in. The kitchen and the bathrooms on this lot were already as is, so I just left them the way they are and added like a little tablet. The kettle is not staying, it's just because Carmen has pneumonia, so I wanted her to be able to make tea and health remedies. And then this has to be my favorite area in Carmen's house, aside from her bedroom and closet. But this, I love this area. I just love the bookcase with the little rocking chair, some books, a little stereo, a bar, a functional bar. Just, I love this area. I just love what this house basically says about Carmen. Like, it's literally just got amenities for her, and I love it. I'm obsessed. So first, going through this door, we actually enter Carmen's wardrobe, and I am a stan of this wardrobe. I love it. Look, Carmen loves herself, okay? And she deserves all of this. I mean, she is president, so I mean, I think this quite is like not too like, it's not like Carmen's dead broke. She's literally the president, okay? But yeah, this is her little wardrobe, and Easter egg, well, not really an Easter egg, but if you know Carmen and Jason's storyline, then this picture of them is just for a little keepsake because of something that they went through together. And then Carmen's bedroom, I love this room so much. I wanted to use a build style that I don't really ever go for, and Carmen's bedroom, I love it so much. She's got a vanity, her bedside table has a aromatherapy diffuser on it, yeah, and she has just a door going out to this balcony out here, which also has a patio heater and just a yoga mat, because imagine doing yoga on this lovely balcony and getting this view, like, hello. But coming over to this room, it's just an office for now. I didn't decorate it too much because I don't see this staying as an office for much longer. So for now, it's just an office with some extra wardrobe space, and I don't really see it staying as this type of room for long, so I didn't decorate it too hard. And then lastly, coming in here is like, I guess, the bathroom that Carmen uses the most again. It's the same from downstairs, apart from this bathroom has a bath and some decor in. And yeah. And this car out here, I gave to Carmen because I feel like she would have a car. It wasn't too expensive. I think it was around 9,000 simoleons, but I just love what it looks like. I love the little black and gold on the front. I think this car looks really nice. It wasn't too expensive. It's not like some BMW or Porsche or a high-end one of those at least, but yeah, I just wanted to give Carmen a car even though it's not functional. I just felt like she would have a car. But this is pretty much Carmen's home, and it does have a walkway to the beach. I know that the car, like the way this lot is, it isn't really accessible from like with a car, but I wanted to put one there nonetheless. And if you walk down here, you have access to the beach area, which I can't wait for Carmen and some other people to be going to the beach to hang out. But yeah, that pretty much sums up the intro, I think. I also went ahead and set Carmen's household funds to be in 8,000 simoleons after decorating this home, because I'm pretty sure when Carmen even moved out of her old home, she didn't have that much money And with the sale from her old house, I think she would have just been able to buy this one. So yeah, but she makes, I think, like 1,800 a day from being a president. She makes 500. Oh no, she definitely makes more than that. I'm not sure how much she makes. At least when it popped up, it said she made just over 1k. So I don't know why it said that if that's not the case. But Carmen is about to go off to work, and she's not working from home today. I was supposed to make her take a sick day. Oh god, thank god she's going to work, because she will probably die. So anyway, I wasn't gonna make Carmen go to work today because she does have pneumonia, and I don't want it to get really bad, because I do have some plans for later. And in the beginning of Carmen's generation, she got sick and died, and Conrad had to plead the Grim Reaper to bring her back, and Conrad is not on the lot. Carmen lives alone now. But as I was saying, I do have some things planned for later, and given Carmen's past experiences with illnesses, I don't want to experience another having to plead the Grim Reaper. Well, there's no one here to plead for her, so that's why I would not like her to die. And if you're wondering what this royalty report is about, I was prepping for the next storyline of Carmen and ended up scrapping that. And this, I was gonna have like a mini crossover between the H&B business from my Pacifico let's play to this not legacy challenge. I was gonna do a mini crossover, not a huge storyline. It was just gonna be like an Easter egg. This is basically obsolete now, so we're just gonna ignore that. I'm gonna talk to you guys when Carmen's home, because I think that's all the details we need to go over. And then we'll move on to the next part of the episode, or I say the actual beginning of the episode. And is okay, this is literally not even the front door. This is the front door. What is our neighbor doing? Can I send her home? Leonie, what the frick? Why is she about to go on Carmen's PC? Okay, she's leaving. Okay, I will see you guys when Carmen gets home. Okay, see, yes, Carmen got 1,860, well, something. Oh, we still have Carmen's. Oh, okay, Carmen has 7,000 simoleons in her bank account, in her savings. Okay, I didn't even know about that. Oh yes, we did set up like a career deposit for Carmen when she was a teenager. Okay, so that's like where half of her daily money is going. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. But she makes about 3,000 simoleons a day, so Carmen is well off despite this 10,000 simoleons here. She's pretty well off. Okay, so I'm gonna get her to come home and just take care of her needs and eat some food, because I do have some plans for her. Because Carmen also has like a weak immune system and she gets sick so often, I literally have a box of medication up in her bedroom because she just needs it. Okay, and she has hypertension and diabetes anyway, so we need her antihypertensives and her glucose tablets. So yeah, actually, whilst we're in the simology panel, Carmen has 13 days until she ages up into an adult, and like I said, Mint and Kyle have about 2 weeks before they age up into elders. And a rule for Yellow Gen is they have to have a close relationship with Mint Gen until Mint Gen passes away, and they can't have any other close relationships with anyone else until Mint Gen passes. So honestly, Carmen needs to get a move on with this baby. She is a bit tired, but if anything, from what Mint has visited Carmen, I have sent her home, but Mint has visited Carmen because she does have a residency key. But I would like to throw like maybe just a little like housewarming party maybe, and it is the meteor shower tonight, so I would like Carmen to maybe stargaze on the beach tonight. That just sounds really cute. However, I would like to see if we could get some type of housewarming party for Carmen. Okay, there's no housewarming party, but I think we could we could just do a house party maybe, I guess. And I guess we'll just invite like Kyle, Mint, and Kane. I would say Conrad, but Conrad lives in Mount Kamarebi, and he's pursuing the extreme sports career, and I would like him to be here, but I also like the immersion of him being in Mount Komorebi and not being able to come to the party. So yeah, okay, I've got to reselect all of these, and oh my god, I forgot how many situations Carmen has been in. We're just gonna have it here, and we're gonna start the event now, and it says a house party, but honestly I just want it to be kind of a housewarming thing. And yeah, I just want some family time with Carmen and Kyle and Mint and Kane, and obviously they have never seen her new home, so yeah. Okay, now we literally just have to wait for them to show up, and they will appear somewhere on the lot. I think they are arriving. Okay, we got Mr. Kyle Berry. Okay, so I formed a group, and I'm just gonna get Carmen to change back into one of her everyday outfits, because I don't want her to be like all dressed up, because it's not really a housewarming party. It's just, I mean, it's not really a party, it's just a housewarming thing. But Kyle's here, and he's still in such good shape though. Can we just talk about that? And low-key, why are him and Carmen like the same height, if not Carmen's taller? But I'm just gonna get Carmen to greet everyone and ask how they've been. Oh, I've missed this. Okay, Mint and Kane are here, and I'm pretty sure Kane actually is still a young adult. I think he is just a little bit younger. Oh, I think he's just a little bit younger than Carmen and Conrad. I'm not sure how much younger. I feel like he was a child when they were still teenagers, so probably quite a bit older, but okay. I wish I could like show them around the house, but I feel like Carmen's house is a bit too small to take them into like every room and show it off, so I will just get them to just stay here and we can play some music. Okay, I'm gonna get Carmen just to play some R&B, and I want to see if we can like maybe make a toast, or we might have to buy the toast thingy from My Wedding Stories, but I want to get Carmen to make a toast. Okay, so I went ahead and bought this, and I'm just gonna get Carmen to give a toast, just to celebrate her becoming president as well, and just to say like, new house, president, what else is there to say? Like, Carmen is very worth celebrating, and I want to see if maybe we could chat about her career or promotion. We could just talk about current events with Kyle and Mint, and basically talk about how Carmen is doing really great post leaving Antoine at the aisle. Yay! Yips! I also don't want this to go on for too long, because Carmen, I do have a plan for her tonight, given it is the meteor shower, and her energy is a bit low, so I'm just gonna cheat it because I can. Okay, because I can. Okay, Carmen. Right, okay girl, you have so much going on. Okay, she's taken her ibuprofen at least, which is a shame because she can't take any more. And oh, we still have Carmen's loan to pay off as well, so I'll just get her to make a payment or two for those. Okay, so after this is like, they've stopped talking, I'm gonna get Carmen to just, I'm gonna end the house party, and there's a little bit of a thing from the past about to, we're about to deal with a situation that I couldn't really deal with earlier, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna keep this for the next day. Mint! Okay, let's end this house party. Mint can take that food home, okay? Actually, Carmen did make like a cake, so we could give that to Kyle to take home, because obviously Kyle is like a baker, so we could get her to give him especially the gift home. Obviously it will be like for Mint and Kyle, since Kane doesn't even live with them anymore. Oh my god, and Kane is eating away. Okay, rude. But yeah, I'm just gonna get Carmen to give Kyle the cake so that they could take it home and enjoy it. And I'm just gonna get her to say goodbye to everyone. Bro, Mint is such a MILF. Okay, that should be the last hug, and then everyone should get going, I hope, because Wait, it's only 6 p.m? I thought it said 8 p.m. Oh. Now I just feel silly. We could have spent a bit more time with the family. Okay, that kind of sucks, but it's okay. Right, okay, so no one's even leaving anyway. Might have to get Carmen to say just go away to everyone. Okay. Because no one is leaving. The party literally ended like probably an hour ago now. Okay, goodbye everyone. Okay, so earlier on, whilst Carmen was just literally sleeping through the night that's just gone, I got this notification from the one and only Jason. So if you have not watched this series, basically Carmen and Jason were neighbors. Carmen ended up cheating on her fiance with Jason, and Jason got Carmen pregnant, and Carmen left the wedding at the altar, and on that day Carmen actually had a miscarriage, and after that her and Jason decided to call off their romantic relationship to just make sure that they can be there for each other and recover from what happened. They still talk, they're still friends, the feelings for each other and attraction is definitely still there, however they just called it off just so that they can be there for each other in the way that they need. However, Jason gave us that notification last night, and Jason has not yet seen Carmen's new house, so we are gonna invite over Jason. Ooh, hold on. Okay, this is a phone call animation override by simkatu, and I completely forgot I had this in my game. It's so cute, I love it. Okay, so I made Carmen invite Jason over, and before he fully gets here, I'm gonna get her to come and pee. Maybe spray some perfume. Wait, okay, I want to get her to brush her teeth and quickly. Oh, he's here. Okay, we're gonna have to be so quick, and I need to give you guys Jason's makeover, okay? Okay, so given that Carmen is literally like 2 weeks away from aging up into an adult, I can definitely say it's been a while. A lot of time has passed. She moved to Evergreen Harbor and met Jason when she was just turned to a young adult the day of, I'm pretty sure. So they've known each other for a pretty long time, and I think it was time that I had given Jason a makeover, but given how much older Carmen looks now, I figured that Jason also deserved the same treatment. So this is Jason now. Jason is back to his full potential, actually, if not even better than what he looked like last time. I also do want to see if Carmen and Jason have any sentiments left. Okay, Jason is bisexual. Okay, like I said, they separated just for the time being of the miscarriage, and he did father Carmen's child. We actually do have a paternity test that confirms that Jason is the father. So yeah, but I'm gonna get Carmen to just come over to Jason when she's done freshening up. Sorry to keep you at the door, Jason, but I'm just gonna get her to give him a greeting, and I'm gonna get her to just... Okay, I did want to get her to just kiss his cheek, but we can't even just do that, so I'll just get her to embrace him, because whenever Carmen and Jason have an interaction, it's not a normal one. Like, I called off their romantic relationship, but they just could not stop trying to kiss each other and trying to do romantic interact. Okay. They just could not keep their hands off of each other. See, look, he's flirty, Carmen's freaking, she's feeling fulfilled. Jason just gained opposite attracted again with Carmen. See, they are literally unstoppable. Like, there's nothing you can do to stop these two. I'm not really complaining, to be honest. I am not complaining. Okay, so I'm just gonna get Carmen to excuse me. Oh my god. I'm just gonna get Carmen to ask Jason how he's been. Oh?
Florid.
Okay. I'm just gonna get her to just talk because they haven't seen each other in a while. You know, Carmen literally moved out of Evergreen Harbor and they haven't really talked since. So, and also given that it's the meteor shower, it's 8 p.m. and I'd say it's okay, the sun is starting to set. Okay, perfect, the sun is starting to set. I'm gonna make a group for these two, and what we're gonna do is head to the beach and do some stargazing with Jason to have a watch with the meteor shower and see where these two take it from there. So we're gonna get her to sing about the meteor shower, and then given how much time it will probably take them to walk down to the beach, I'm just gonna get them to come over now. Wait. Right, okay. Carmen, not yet, okay. See, you literally, oh my goodness. You literally cannot do it. You cannot separate these two. But I'm gonna get Carmen to come and just watch the stars with Jason, and by the time they get over there, it should be dark enough. I'm also controlling Jason so I can see his excuse me, was she just thinking about pregnancy or like a watering can? I am not sure, but you know, watching the stars always doesn't have to be romantic, like when Kyle and Mint first did it together in Strangerville. Watching the stars, I mean, you know, wasn't okay, it jump-started their relationship, okay, but it doesn't always have to be something flirty. But this is so cute. I love this. They're just chilling on, they're just relaxing on the beach watching the stars, and I'll get them to take a selfie together because oh, if only there was no clipping, this would be like really cute. Okay, you know what? I don't mind this one because, oh, and this one has like the sky and the palm trees in the back. I don't mind this one because I feel like friends can also like kiss each other on the cheek and stuff. This just looks so pretty. I'm gonna get them to sit together and let them, I'll jumpstart an interaction between them, okay? Oh, we can discuss the children's future. Carmen, do you not remember? Okay. However, we can do some separation interactions. So I'm gonna get Carmen to say something nice about Jason. And I wonder what this by a dozen means. I'm gonna get them to do this. I'm not sure. 10% of 10% ready to get back together. Oh my god. Right, huh? Oh, where, oh god. Where are they, where are they going to woohoo? If not, like, okay, you know what? They already had that interaction, and I was really hoping that Carmen and Jason were gonna woohoo on the beach. So I'm gonna see if the blanket will work for that, and if not, I may have to find something else, someplace else for them to woohoo if they cannot do it here. See, this is cute. Oh, okay. Okay, bye. Oh my god, for some reason I thought the birds were people, but I feel, I feel like this is definitely Carmen and Jason coded to just do it whenever they want to, wherever they want to. But I do wish that they had a few more interactions coming up to this. They, like, no matter what these guys do, they just cannot keep their hands to themselves. Low-key, I'm gonna ask Jason to stay over, but I feel like, okay, Carmen doesn't have work today. Okay, we can ask him to stay over. I just don't know where the interaction is. Okay, wait, I'm gonna get Carmen to admire his woohoo techniques and be like, it never gets old. I'm just gonna get them to head back to Carmen's and just take a shower and head to bed, because they don't have to woohoo at home to you know what, they don't have to woohoo at home. I just feel like Carmen would just say to Jason, do you want to stay over tonight rather than going all the way back to Evergreen Harbor. I think Jason might still live there, if not San Myshuno, but you know, Brindleton Bay is like the coast, so I think it will be a bit long for him to go all the way home. So we are just gonna come back and they are gonna go to bed. Okay, that also is kind of perfect because it's just starting to rain, so thank God that we did make the choice to come home. Okay, Landgrab Power Company have shut off the power because of the weather conditions. And if you remember the last time Kyle and Minth did not have any Wi-Fi, Carmen and Conrad were conceived that night. But I have sneakily made Jason and Carmen shower together and then they can head to bed. I just think, you know, they woohooed on the beach. I didn't really know how to go about doing this episode because it had been a while and where we left off was kind of complicated, but okay, wait, let me give them some privacy. This just pretty much sums up Carmen and Jason, honestly. It really does. And can we talk about the Jason, the glow up I've gave Jason? Like, you know, he didn't look too different, but he's definitely had a glow up. Okay, so I'm gonna get Carmen. She's brushing her teeth and I'm just gonna get her to change into her sleepwear and I'm gonna get them to come and cuddle together, and I think then they will pretty much just go to sleep. And Carmen is still sick, poor girl. But earlier actually Carmen's woohoo drive was pretty high, so I don't think it really matters that she's sick, but I love them. They are the complete opposite. Yeah, sure, they are the complete opposite, but that does not change anything about them. It's definitely an opposites attract type of thing. Can we talk about how Carmen is looking at Jason? Tell me that girl is not in love. Like, tell me that girl is not in love. Guys, stop it. No. Oh, I love them. I love them so much. See, just tell me that these two aren't meant to end up together. But I will stop geeking over Carmen and Jason and I will see you guys in the morning. Okay, so they're already waking up, which Carmen is still really tired, but she doesn't feel great. So I'm gonna get her to just go to the bathroom and take whatever meds she needs to take, and I'm gonna get Jason to make some breakfast. Okay, she recovers completely from pneumonia in 2 hours, which is great, and I'm just gonna get her to take her meds. And I'm low-key gonna get Jason to say good morning, gorgeous. I'm gonna get them to talk about their separation again and just like reminisce about good times in the past, and then see what other interactions we could get Jason to give to Carmen, just have them talk. Okay, Jason said those memories, they're dear to me too. If only we could make more of the same ones together. Oh my gosh, okay. I love these two so much, I really do. I'm just gonna get, okay, they seem to be talking completely fine on their own now. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go wait for him to go to the bathroom, and then I'm gonna get Carmen to say goodbye to Jason because she's tired, she wants to go back to bed. Okay, I'm just gonna get her to remember the good old days and like give him a hug, and we're just gonna get Jason to go home after that. Okay, honestly, I'm feeling really good about that. Like, just that Jason said that he wishes that they could make some more memories of the same. I'm feeling really good about them. It's also giving me some help for the rest of where to go, because it's been so long that I almost don't really know what to do. Especially with that, we've basically completed everything and we just need to have a baby and get those 3 gold dates. But Jason saying he wants to make some more of the same memories is actually giving me a bit of inspiration and some guidance on where to go. So with all of that being said and all of that going down, I'm gonna end the episode here. But before the episode officially ends, I would just like to talk about what was going on with the channel if you didn't see my last video, and Carmen's story, because I feel like maybe some bits of Carmen's personality might not have come through properly in the way I wanted it to. So first I want to talk about why videos have been so strange on the channel. So at first I got really burnt out. Most of my videos from January, if not all of them, I pretty much recorded like the last 5 or 6 episodes of Carmen, one after the other, editing them straight after the other. I got really burnt out and really uninspired. And then in January as well, I had a really horrible health complication and ended up being in the hospital for quite a while between April and May, and I think March and April. And then I wasn't in the hospital too much in May, just mainly getting a lot of blood tests during May. And basically I have pretty severe Crohn's disease, so that was the problem. However, now I have some of the right treatment, not all of it. I still have some surgery to undergo to do with that, which will be, well, it was a 26-week wait from April, so probably about January next year is when I'll be getting my surgery. However, I do have some medication to keep me going and it's helped so much. I also underwent I started a new therapy which ended up really triggering me at the end of January, really bad, and I was in a really awful place with my mental health. I also was just dealing with a lot of problems with a lot of different relationships in my life. I was just going through a really hard time and I already struggle with my mental health a lot, and it was just a really difficult time. On top of all of the things I was dealing with my health, especially when I was in hospital, they didn't know what was wrong, so I couldn't really have any treatment because they didn't know what to treat. So a lot of it just affected my mental health. And the last thing is the state of The Sims 4. So even though I post Sims content, I am not gonna lie to you about the absolute mess that The Sims 4 is in. Like, we have been getting pack after pack, update after update, patch fix after patch fix, and it's just makes the game so unplayable and so hard to keep up with. Like, I update all of my mods and my mods folder, play the game, and then all of a sudden a new patch fix has came out or a new update has came out and I have to do it all over again. And as someone who plays with a lot of mods, yes, that is my own fault, but the patches come out so often because of how broken the game is, and I have to play my game offline. And sometimes if I play offline for a long time, my EA will just give me a notification on the app saying that I don't even own the game license anymore, so sometimes I can't even access my game. However, I have not updated since even before Enchanted by Nature came out, and I'm still managing to play on that version without EA practically not allowing me to play my game. And even with the new pack, Adventure Awaits, coming out soon, I don't plan to update. I'm pretty sure there's a big boycott. Well, there was a big Sims 4 boycott that was going on. However, with Adventure Awaits, I don't think people are sticking to it anymore. I've seen a lot of people saying that the boycott is over because they're going to pre-order, which I don't think is a good idea considering what happens to the game every time a new pack or update comes out. So the game has just been so unstable. I haven't even been able to play. I was in hospital a lot, dealing with health and mental health issues, so I wasn't even able to play the game a lot because of that. And then when I did try to play the game literally was just so unstable, or I had to update, and yeah. But all of that mess is over now, apart from the Sims 4 issues. But as it stands, I do want to come back and be regular. I'm not going to promise myself that because I put a lot of pressure on myself to try and get one video out every week. And if you remember the last couple Not So Berry episodes, I was actually getting like 2 episodes out a week because I was just grinding and it was not good for me at all. But playing The Sims and making videos felt like something that I had to do rather than something that I want to do, and it became really unenjoyable and it just really burnt me out. But that's why I'm not going to put any pressure on myself or make any promises to come back regularly straight away, because I don't want it to ruin what I am really enjoying. So those are the reasons for me being on a hiatus, I guess. But like I said, I plan for that to pretty much all be over now, and I do want to try and come back regularly. But yeah, thank you guys so much for enjoying this episode. I'm sorry it wasn't like very filled. It was more of just a easy way for me to ease back into Not So Berry after not playing it for like 11 months, and given how like the last episode actually took off, I didn't really know where to actually go with the story. But like I said, Jason giving me that pop-up of him wanting to create more memories has really helped me out, okay? But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Not So Berry. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. I feel great just editing this video. I'm so happy to be doing this again, because I started it because I just wanted to share my sim stories, and yeah, and I just really enjoy it, and I'm so happy to be doing it again. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Sims Babe. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you have a great rest of your day and week, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.